Hello, it's me again. NVIDIA came out with this nice tutorial on using NVIDIA pre-trained models and transfer learning toolkit to create a gesture-based interaction with a robot. It's a pretty good webinar right here. So, and they did a really good job of explaining how to do it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get your database set up to run this project. So when I'll put a link to all this, then you can get to it yourselves. But you'll come here and fill this out and submit this, and then you end up here. Now this is what you'll see. And there's the fine NVIDIA people that put this on right here, and they'll have a tutorial will be right here, and the tutorial walks you through setting all this up and then deploying it to your Jetson device. So this is good. I would recommend this. But they did a good job doing that, and I'm just going to be here to show you how to prepare your data set to run in this. So first of all, this is your GitHub repo right here. This is where the GitHub repo is, using NVIDIA pre-trained models and transfer learning toolkit 3.0 to create a gesture-based interaction with a robot. And tells you how to set it up, how to set up your environment, virtual environment, what you need, and how to prepare your EgoHands data set. So that's what I'm going to focus on today. So first thing we do is we're going to clone this. And as you see, it puts it right here. So we'll go ahead and get this Jupyter notebook running. Gonna have to restart this. So we go here. This is where I just downloaded to. So go to here. And there's kind of two parts to this. There's the training Jupyter notebook, and then this is the Jupyter notebook that sets up the data set. So first let's start here. And we're going to set up our paths. Now, you can put your key in there. So you're going to need that. And so we do this. And then this is the path that I'm going to use right here. This is what I downloaded. This is going to be my path. Copy and set it in here. Oop, don't want that. And that sets my path to here as my workspace. Enter. And then we're going to make the two data and EgoHands folders. So they're made in there. This is where your data is going to go, and this is where your output's going to be. And then we go ahead and just mount everything. Now, we don't have the data set, so we're going to go and prepare the data set. So to do that, we're going to go back to here, EgoHands data set. In here. So we'll go to that one. And we'll start that Jupyter notebook. Now, what we need to do is according to this, as for our setup, we need to download this open source script right here, and it's a Python application that is used to convert the EgoHands dataset into the Kitty format, which is what NVIDIA wants. So if you click on that, you'll end up here, and this is this Python script we wanted. So what it is instead of copying this like this, I'm just going to clone this repo. And what I do is I need the Python script out of it. So I'm going to come here. There's the Python script I need. Copy it. And I'm going to put it in here. Put it in the EgoHands dataset. Right here. So now we need to make changes to this because that's the only way we got to set our paths, and we got to make sure we format the Kitty dataset in the way we want it. So we open it up, and so first of all, we need to set our paths. So I've got another one here that I've worked on already. Oop. So what I do is I'm going to set all my paths to this folder right here, my data folder. So that's what I've done here. So I'll copy all this, copy, go ahead, throw it all here. So that's what I've done. I've set everything to my data folder. So that's the first thing you needed to change. And then the second thing, we don't need this anymore. The second thing you need to change is this right here. So for the kitty format, we only are allowed 15 places. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we want 15 places. So we got to get rid of this last part. And then we save. So now we're ready to go. We can close this. We can open up the Jupyter Notebook right here, the kitty conversion. So we're going to run this, and it's going to run and download a zip file that we need and images. And one of the things I kind of want to point out later is this hand detect training. This is a perfect example of how the transfer learning works. We're going to take one set of data and that's set for like cars and people and pedestrians and stuff like that, and we're going to tell it to look for hands. This is like perfect example of transfer learning. So what we're doing is we're downloading this. Should download into our data file. Nope, it'll download into EgoHands dataset. Okay, so it had a little issue. It's looking for this right here. Well, that's what's downloaded. So we need to extract this here. Copy this whole setup. Put it in the data folder. Training TLT data. And another thing with the Python prepare EgoHands Python script, it downloaded this, images and labels. So when we're done, so now let's do it again and watch what happens. See, now it's pulling down all the files and labels. Now if we go back to here, there's images and there's labels. So another thing we need to do is we need to move these into the correct like a training folder and a testing folder. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a training folder. Training and testing. So now we got our two folders. They're empty. So then what we need to do is to kind of start transferring all this stuff around. We need to take these out of here, copy, put them in the training, and then we need to set our path on this to this training folder. So we copy it and set this. Now, what we're going to do is now we're going to do our split our data for training and testing. So we run this. It says we have 4,800 images and 4,800 labels. And then now we got to set a path to our testing folder. So just copy this, put it in there. Paste, and in here. Paste, and here. Paste. So now we've told it where our folders are going to be when it makes them. So we run this, set our paths, and then this will make the folders. Let's go here into testing. All right, so it made them. And they're empty right now. You can see that they're empty. So the next thing we do is we move on down, tell them how many we want. Run a little NumPy, and then move our images and labels. Now that we've done that, we should have images and labels. Now what we've done is we've built this all inside the data folder. So when we go back to the Jupyter Notebook here, we should be able to click on here and verify our data set. Sure enough, we've got all this stuff right here. And so we can go down here and we can see if we can see something. There you go. And then this is what I'm talking about. This is, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 places. I kind of messed up earlier. I couldn't get this to work out, and that was my issue. Was I was making I didn't modify the Python script, and I was making it 16 places, and it did not like it. So the next thing you do is we'll go down here to make our Kitty TF records. Does our conversion. And then while we're waiting for that, I'm going to bring up one Jupyter Notebook that I already completed, so I can show you kind of what you're going to get. This is one I already completed. Let's go back to here. While we're creating this. See, it created our TF records. And let's go back to here. This is the one I did earlier, and I already ran through everything. And what I want to really point out is down here. I did the training. I mean, this is once you follow the tutorial put on by the NVIDIA folks, it's really straightforward after preparing the data set. And then, you know, this is just what I've run. This all runs straightforward. Let's see if we're done over here. See, in here, this is, we're back to our preparing our Kitty format. We've made our TF records, and to check, we got TF records. So now we're just ready to go. We're ready to download the model, install everything, and start the training. So from there forward, it's pretty cut and dry. Now, this is a really good example of the transfer learning function of this. I mean, like, we're taking a pre-trained model that's trained on like cars and pedestrians and bicycles and trucks, and we're using it to train hands, you know. So it's nice, because what we're doing is we're using the TechNet backbone here, dataset. So, but anyway, so that's I just wanted to like show you, help you get your data set ready to run this tutorial. So, well, good luck everybody with that, and I'll put a link to all the stuff that you need. Bye.